Welcome back to this week's Fit Session. I'm here in Potts Point at Luke Istomin's new gym, the Reunion Training. Come with me and let's check it out.
Fit Session Season 3, fueled by FroPro, the Fit Scoop. Treat yourself better. Reunion is a premium strength and conditioning facility from the creator and co-founder of F45, Luke Istomin. Reunion specialise in bridging the gap between personal and group training with world-class programming from expert coaches who focus on creating strong and lean bodies. In this week's episode, join Pap as he takes part in the Spicy Reload class with Reunion founder Luke Istomin.
I'm with Luke Istomin today, the founder of Reunion Training. Mate, thanks for having us today.
Thanks for coming.
So I've got a training session in a few minutes. Can you give me some insight into this morning's training?
Yeah, sure. So today's a Monday, so we're going to focus on a squat-based pattern. So at Reunion, we focus on movement-based work, not just muscle groups. So we want people to move well and feel great and strong. So Monday, the squat-based pattern. Wednesday, the hip hinge pattern. Friday, upper body push pattern. We'll start with those movements, but then we'll progress to full body workouts as well.
Excellent, excellent. Well, sounds good to me. I'm looking forward to it. Let's get into it.
Likewise, let's do it. All right, team, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Come onto your feet. We're going to start with a little jog on the spot with short handouts and bands. Up. 2, one more time on your shoulder. Coming down. 2, 1. Seconds, lower yourself down with control. Great. All right, team, on the board you'll see 3 exercises next. We did this last week, the kettlebell wrapped squats. 1, fraction slower. Good. Awesome work, team. Very good. Boys, well done. Good work, brother. Congratulations. Well done. Cranky. Well done. Great, brother. Boom, 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 boom. Good. 3, 2, big breath 1. In. Exhale. 2 more of those. Big breath in. Exhale. 1 last one. And team, another one in the books. Well done. Happy Monday. So, Paps, your first reload class. What do you think?
Mate, I really enjoyed it. Coming first thing in the morning, you're waking out of bed, to jump straight into a session in Redline is not usually the most conducive thing, right? Starting out with a mobility session, you talking about the rationale behind the training, what movement we're doing and what stresses we're going under, working through the strength block in a small team of 3, but feeling a part of a larger environment, and then finishing off with the conditioning, short, sharp sets, and then, really sort of finishing off the session with that mobility work, rotational movement, and enabling people to cool down and think about what you've done. And it was a really nice overall package. And I think that's what Reunion has, something different to most of the market.
But you've nailed it,
Yeah, and look, I really appreciate it for having me, mate.
No, thanks for coming in. And I think you nailed it as well. For myself, coming from the high intensity background, where people just get in, get out without thinking about what they need to be doing to become better. That's what we're all about here. We want people to actually improve their performance, but in and out of the gym, and that comes from the mobility, the stretching, making sure you move pain-free and move well, and not just going flat out every single time, because you can't progress and get stronger or fitter if you're just going 100%. You need to have that tapering off period, which is what we're all about here. So making sure you train smartly with the correct intensity. We'll throw a high intensity session in there every now and again, of course, but it's not what we're all about. We're all about making sure we build you up and not burn you out.
Yeah, it's a good mantra because the movement mechanics was taken care of. Like you said, we're working at sub-maximal loads, ensuring that, with quality movement, the right intensity regulation throughout the week and training block, people are enjoying their training, they're staying engaged, they're seeing their performance increase, they're gaining that motivation, and like you said, they're not burning themselves out. So I really appreciate you having me here.
Thanks for coming in.
Mate, I'd love to come and try out one of your other classes.
Mate, looking forward to it. Sounds great. Lock it in.
Thanks, Lukey. Cheers,
See you
mate.
soon.
Appreciate it. Thanks to Luke and the team for having me. I thoroughly enjoyed today's training session, and I strongly recommend, if you're in the area, come and check out their facility. If you're looking at the long, sustainable approach for improving your movement mechanics, and you're looking at training with the right intensity, this is the place to check out. So again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next week's Fit Session.
Thanks so much for joining us for this week's Fit Session, and make sure you stay tuned for next week's episode of TFL TV Fit Sessions. To find out more about this week's episode, or to find a similar provider in a location that is closer to you, head to thefitlist.com.au.